Everybody. Let's take a quick look at this video by Julia Fox. She was dating Kanye, and let's have a brief discussion. Surprise? Totally not. Check it out.
Okay, I found like an indisputable example of blatant racism in the modeling industry. So we know that there are a few white models that are like 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", that walk runways, right? Regularly. We all roll our eyes. We all know the nepotism. We're all like over it. Ain't nobody gonna buy your shit with them wearing it. Okay? Anyway. But have you ever seen a 5'2" black girl or Asian girl or brown girl on a runway? I'll wait. There aren't any. And why is it that women of color have to be extraordinary to be in the running, but white girls get away with being fucking mediocre? Most of you are mediocre.
Okay. I agree. Not surprised, not. And here's the thing, because they have set a standard of beauty for their people. Yeah, they have set a standard of beauty for their people, and especially in the BC, just fall in line. Just fall in line. So you can get a model which is 5'2" or 5'3". That is considered short, but you have to understand they're giving them a chance. Yeah, they are giving them a chance. And as she said, most are mediocre, of course. But when it's a black woman, oh, you got to be extra. Of course, that's how it applies to life. And the standard is not challenged, especially by the black male. It is so accepted by most in general. Okay, I'm going to say maybe 90%. Okay, at best 80%, in my opinion. They've set the standard, and it's accepted. And even in relationships, how many successful black men and financially, because you can have a lot of money, but you can still be damaged mentally, and you can still be subjugated mentally, physically. Everybody else can talk, everybody else can tweet, but they want to put a muzzle on your mouth. Everybody else can talk, everybody else can do a tweet or just tweet something. Want to put a muzzle on you. So this here, you can still be successful, but your treatment, you're still wrapped in the skin that you're in. This has even transcended its way into the relationships. How many times have you seen, look at Shannon Sharp. Now he got with Becky, which I believe there was a report that she cheated on him. But then you want to holler when you're in the dating scene again. And this is so typical of a whole lot of dusties. I don't care if they're making $3 a year, $30,000 a year, $300,000 or $3 million a year. This is so typical of dust bucket black men. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But it's so typical. They'll want a black woman, or she got to bring something to the table. She got to have this and she got to have that. Let me tell you something. Most black women already have the table, and a lot of these black men are pulling up to theirs. How many of the dusties have you put up to a table where you ate this past holiday? Did you pay for the table? Was the table in your habitat? Or was it your woman or your mama? Or grandmama? What did you contribute? Did you just hop in your woman's ride and start driving? Now, some men are men, they handle it, but it's a lot of men that don't. So this same thought process is in the dating of black women. Oh, yeah. They want you to have a degree, and you got to have a job and 50-50. And what do you bring to the table? But we'll pick up under the floorboards Billy's sister. If she can count to 3, she good. They're not even checking for that. But they will pick up a basic, mediocre white woman any day of the week, and she good. Well, does she work? Does she bring anything to the table? Well, no, she doesn't have to. Because all you're trying to do is just juxtaposition yourself to whiteness. And you're still you. You are still you. So the same thing applies. That's what's sad. I want to point out the same thing applies in these relationships. The same thing applies in the Black community. Oh, yeah. So a group of people, and it's not a Jedi mind trick, no. A group of people, they're holding themselves, even though they got some that are pretty, they got some that's not pretty. Backwards Becky built bad child, BBW body built wrong all day long. Yeah, but that's the standard. Who set the standard? I'm just going to go ahead and go by their standard. And our people do the same thing. We even do it economically. Oh, that business must be better because it's some white folks running it. But then when you don't have no money, your money done got a little funny. Now you're thinking, oh, I need some shoes for my kids for the plate tomorrow. Your money got funny. Now you want to go to the black business owner that sells shoes. So yeah, so that's not just applicable to modeling. It's a way of life for a lot of people. The decisions and choices that they make. But it really has found its way. I mean, this concept has inculcated itself into the minds of Black men like crazy. She can be not need size 3. If they got a size 300 dress, fine with that. But this transcends also to the mind of Black people and to a lot of Black men. She didn't have to bring anything to the table. The chicken ain't got to be able to how to spell table. But when it's back, what you bring to the table? What you bring to the table? Oh, she got too many kids. I want any kids. And every day you look up something they're gonna not only shacking up with, but sometimes they'll wife up someone with some kids. I've even seen a Black man personally. I couldn't believe it. This white woman was white trash, and it was like, wow. I question your bathing habits. She had 3 kids. I think it was a girl and 2 boys. Dusty Dan had left off in Brooklyn. He'd gone. He'd been gone. Dusty Dan. A Black man working. He had a job. Or like a little uniform type job. He had a decent, was paying decent money. I'm thinking I don't know if it's like a factory. Someone was decent paying money back at the time. Done wiped that up and took on those kids. But I thought y'all don't want women that have children. It's the standard. They can be not just even mediocre, just backwoods basic. Backwoods basic Becky. And he's a common, and he'll have some money. Why? Because that's the standard. So like that in the modeling industry, they're going to give them a chance. It's okay. It's all around you, what I call hashtag JBW. It's all right. It's all right. Just be white. And I'm out. Simply Said here on YouTube. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Love ya.